In our news bulletin for this evening, promotions start as Niue prepares to stage its first Kainiwe Food Festival in October. A Niuean arborist has returned home briefly to assist with the safe removal of trees. Air New Zealand flight schedules will change, affecting flights to and from Niue in November. Niue is gearing up to host its very own food festival in October, with plans in motion to make this an alternative event to attract more tourists to the island. The Kainiwe Food Festival is a concept that has been developed as part of government's long-term strategies for economic development in the tourism sector.
The concept will run over 3 days, from the 3rd to the 6th. So flying in on Friday, we're hoping to bring in some particular food tourists to participate. There's going to be a real mix of events, so I'm coordinating this in partnership with Niue Tourism, the Department of Agriculture, Forestries and Fisheries, Tonga Niue, and the Ministry of Social Services. So we're trying to make sure that we have good community participation, that the schools get involved so that children can be a part of it, and also that there'll be some other sort of spin-off effects for local businesses, so for example tour operators in particular, and accommodation.
As a lead up to building hype in the community, there are a number of activities that will be rolled out over the next few months. This provides a perfect opportunity for community involvement in developing branding concepts and interest in participating.
Over the next 3 months leading up to the food festival, we'll be rolling out an event every month. So this month, and as of yesterday, we've launched our logo design. So the logo design is to design obviously a logo for the food festival, which will be used as branding on all of our promotional material, including aprons and hats for our chefs. There's a prize, a $200 cash prize, and also seats for 2 to the grand gala dinner at the end of the food festival. So that'll be this month. Next month we're going to be launching Junior Master Chef. That's going to be run in conjunction with Niue High School. We're looking at representatives of each of the house teams getting together, working with food mentors here on the island to develop up a dish, which will then be judged by our guest judges who are coming in from New Zealand for the event. And there will be prizes there, cash prizes, and also tickets to the gala dinner. And then in September this year is the big one, which will be the competition for the development of the Niue signature dish. So that's going to be open to anybody on Niue who would like to put forward their best cuisine, their best culinary invention, and again that will be judged at a breakfast awards dinner on the 6th of October by our celebrity guests, our guest judges, and they will also receive a prize as yet to be determined, and an invitation to the gala dinner.
International food festivals have proven to have positive returns and spin-offs in other countries, and Niue is hoping for the same.
I just think it's going to be a wonderful occasion and an event for all Niueans, both here and overseas, and there will be ample opportunities to participate at all levels. So I hope to see everybody there.
The Niue Chamber of Commerce is taking the lead and will be providing weekly updates on their website as well as their Facebook page, with the hope it will generate more interest locally and also from those living abroad who would be keen for a taste of authentic Niuean cuisine. Matawai has contracted the services of arborists to assist with the safe removal and maintenance of trees around the resort and motels without adversely affecting the environment. The two-man team are from a New Zealand-based company who have been working throughout the week, and for one of them it was a great opportunity to return home.
It's good to come back home and give something back to where where I started, and our business has been we're good. We're doing good. So we're busy. This is our 4th day, and this is our third day in the motel. But yesterday we did some work at the Matawai, the main resort. We took 2 large mortar. They were quite close to the buildings, so they were involved a little bit of tricky removal, confined space. Involves ropes, rigging down, and fouling as well.
President Viliamu is no stranger to the island, having grown up in Niue, where he says he managed to take something he enjoys and make a living from it, something he would like to share with other young people on the island as a potential career pathway.
I've been doing this for the last 16 years since I left the island, and it's good to come back. But to maintain the trees, it's actually important because it adds value, creates beauty to a place, and it's important to look after our flower and fauna. I would love to see some young Niueans or Pacific Islanders to get into the industry because we're good with our hands, and it's very physical, demanding job, but plus you still you're still thinking for your safety as well. But yeah, hopefully to your young Niueans, kids out there, it's arboriculture. You can do your papers in New Zealand, and you can travel the world with it, but come home and give something back.
Arboriculturalist is the practice of the cultivation, management and study of individual trees, shrubs and vines and other perennial woody plants. And he says that personal safety issues while removing trees is an issue, especially when climbing lofty heights. But by using various techniques to evaluate the amount of work, the large trees can be removed safely. Whilst on island, Presley has been observing some of the areas on the island that would need a bit of work, with the hope he can return to help in some way.
I would love to come back and help the island, even do something for the government and work with all the trees up in La Capa, or just even Huvalu Forest as well, and perhaps identify and maybe put a book together for our flora and fauna. Yeah, that will be a dream for me.
The clearing of trees in the Tinolopi North and Makefu has received mixed reactions and responses, with some people questioning whether the amount of trees cleared and felled was really necessary. The work done by the civil and outside services of public works was part of the responsibility to clear overhanging branches for safety of traffic and road users. However, Mr. Vidiama says that he would like to help government scope out potential work for similar areas that could open up the potential for training of locals and young people in future. He says the plan is to one day return home and encourage more people into this profession, but also share a message that forests and trees add value to the beauty of the island. Flight schedules from Niue to Auckland are due to change as of November. Air New Zealand agents Pelenis Travel made this announcement today that will see flights from New Zealand departing on Sunday morning at 20 to 10 and arriving in Niue on a Saturday afternoon at 10 past 1. Flights will depart from Niue at 15 minutes past 2 on Saturday and reach New Zealand at 5:45 on a Sunday afternoon. For those who have already booked and ticketed travel, they can expect to be contacted directly by Air New Zealand or Pelenis regarding these changes. Pelenis Travel say that the changes will significantly benefit Australian travellers, with the Niue Auckland flight connecting on the same day to Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. Travellers are reminded that these changes will come into effect from the 1st of November this year until the 28th of March 2015. And those are our news stories for this evening. We do hope that you can join us again for our next news bulletin next week. And may you have an enjoyable weekend ahead.